JAF. We want to welcome you to our morning daily Power Boost call. Man, it's such a beautiful day. It's kind of a combo day today. We got the rain and the sun all together here at the Mountain House and Valley Center. And so, shot caller here live from the Mountain House. And first things first, we give all honor and glory to God for gifting us another day, guys. And when most people don't have another day, where most people are right now hanging on to our lives, guys, we can't take our life for granted. We get another gift to go ahead and live our life with excellence and impact, guys. And so my job every morning on this Power Boost daily call is to give you a shot of vitamin C. And vitamin C stands for champion, stands for commitment, it stands for competitiveness, it stands for courage, consistency, charge, and change, guys. And, we boost up our immune system, literally, right, with making sure that we're exercising and eating right during this time of, lockdown. In our business, though, we are not on lockdown, right? So we need to amp up our immune system, strengthen our immune system, and give it that shot of 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C daily, right? So that's my job today. So our agenda, just so you know, it's broken into 3 parts. The first one is we give you your shot of vitamin C. The second one is the question of the day. So guys, if you have Team Fam, if you have any, questions, whether surface questions, deep questions, either one that pertains to what we do, how we do things, definitely direct message me. And we only can do a question of the day, but keep those questions coming. And we are just getting amazing questions, guys. I would never ever think you guys would ask those kinds of questions. And then, of course, our third part is our serious talk about, we continue our journey on learning how successful people think. And so let's get started. So our vitamin C shot today, guys, is advertisement. In our presentation, it says we did all these amazing things in Primerica without any kind of advertisement. Just because Team Fam, our advertisement is our word of mouth, right? That's the fastest way. It's actually the most viral way to get any form of advertisement is through word of mouth. And so in today's world, how do we define that? See, when I first started, and remember, guys, everything I am going to go over here is not something I read in an article, listened to a podcast, listened to a video, nothing like that. It's pure raw training, right? What I've experienced, right? So when I first started, we didn't have all this social media advertisement, right? So my master promoter was the families that we sat down with. They promoted us, right? Because we did such A-level type of business with them that it was an automatic thing for them to tell other people. That is how good you must be as far as mastering your craft and making a difference, so others will promote you, right? So in today's world, right, our vitamin C shot for today, guys, is you have to become a master promoter, right? Besides teaching or encouraging your teammates and your clients to promote you in their circle of friends and their core, right, in their group of friends, right, our advertisement right now is how you promote yourself. So our vitamin C shot for today is you got to become a master promoter. So in today's world, right, you got to add on, besides your clients and your teammates, you got to add on connections, right? And connections is key to making sure that you become successful, because it's not only what you know, it's not only what you know and what you do with what you know, it's also true with what you know, what you do with what you know, and who you know, guys. And so please make sure you put your phones on mute. Love you guys. So your connections is key. So you got to embrace the era that we're in. So you want to have Facebook, you want to have IG, Instagram, you want to have Twitter, you want to be able to do all that stuff, guys. And look, I have have two Facebook, one for social and one for business, right? Because what you promote and how you promote yourself is key. I believe that if you want to be an influence and an impact to the community, what you do on social media is key. So if you're showing pictures of things that are not influential or not impactful or not the definition of, what somebody wants to be or the success, and get me wrong, we all have things that are our own personal agendas, but that when it comes to master promotion, you gotta be a great PR of doing that, right? So maybe posting pictures of, whatever, maybe if it's doing something that's not related to the business, you have a different Facebook page for that. I have two Instagram pages, right? Just because, right? There's one for the things that I want to do as far as travel, and then there's things that when it comes to related to business that I post. I just don't mix the two, guys, because what you promote, it's key. It's really about promoting yourself, master promoter, right? So there are two things you promote. You promote you. How do you promote you? How are you different from the rest, right? What are you promoting? Is your passion promoting mindset quotes, right? Because people are attracted with that. They're attracted with that, right? They like that kind of vibe, right? So they might genuinely, say, hey man, I love your thinking, right? And, maybe educational facts. Maybe you're passionate about promoting retirement or promoting being free or whatever it may be, guys. And so you're constantly doing that. Or it might be entrepreneur facts. You're all about freedom from corporate America. Whatever you're promoting, guys, about you, right? You want to stay consistent on that content. So people identify you as, man, the guy with all the facts, or the gal with all the positive vibes, right? So that's the number one, is how you promote you. Number two is you got to promote what you do. And guys, I hear shuffling, so please put it on mute. The second one is what you do, right? What is your content, right? And, whether it is, showing how you help the family in whatever area, right? Maybe it's you're so excited because you just helped the family, save for the retirement or whatever it is, guys. You got to promote what you do, right? Of course, you got to stay in compliant. Of course, you have to understand that realm of what we do, but there are ways to do that, guys. And so, we are in the people attraction business, and people are either going to slide you by, they're going to slide your content by, or they're going to choose to want to see what you do, right? And so that's important, guys. And so that's my shot of vitamin C is today, man. Let it be a brand new day, right? And your vitamin C shot is, I want you to start learning how to promote, be a master promoter of who you are and what you do, guys. Besides teaching your clients, besides, telling your teammates, besides that avenue of where I first started, I had to embrace all avenues of social media. And the reason why, it is just the fastest way and the no cost way of promoting who you are and what you do. Either people are going to be attracted to what you do and who you are because they want to become like you, or they want to have what you have, or they're just going to slide you by and you're like the rest, guys. And so choose wisely, right? So that's my shot of vitamin C. And the question of the day is a very interesting question. Obviously, I know it's a common question. And please put your phone on mute. I love you guys. I can hear ruffling. The question of the day is this. I don't know if I can do this business or be successful at this business because I don't like rejection from family and friends. So this person is already doubting that they're going to be successful, which is normal. Doubt is part of entering a new endeavor. I mean, I was a student when I first started, so I was not really, math is my last subject. So when I heard financial services, it wasn't like I got all pumped up, fired up, super excited about it. I just, got into an endeavor because mom said that if you're going to become a pharmacist, you don't want to be a broke pharmacist. So that triggered me. And I said, I better be smart with my money, right? So that's what triggered me, right? So, and the person said, I don't like rejection from my family and friends. Look, when I first started, everybody rejected my mom. So the first 2 years, she practically did not talk to, our family members, right? So when I got involved, I didn't even go to my family members, although they knew we started this together. I started doing Primerica, right, along with my mom. They were actually more critical and more sarcastic. And literally, I'm going to be very transparent and very honest with you. Anytime we would go to a family party, we would get sarcasm, we would get negativity that we chose, guys, for 6 years straight to not go to family events. And look, that might be harsh, but look, our family was our first priority. Paying our bills was for our first priority. Getting out of debt was our first priority. Making sure Vincent finished college was our first priority. Making sure we had operational expenses for our business was first priority. Being liked by family members was not our priority. We knew that they loved us. They just didn't understand what we did. So we had to let them feel it. We had to show it to them that we're going in a different direction. And of course, it's natural for them to do that because my parents and them were in the same peer group, right? They're the same social status. They're the same in everything, right? So that we knew we had to it's called separation from the masses, right? It's choosing to be a leader and not a follower, right? And so, so then what did we do? That drove me. An uncle of mine, with all his sarcasm and criticism towards me, drove me to really want to become so good at this business that when I came back to them, all they did was, praise me, guys. And look, it works. That works, guys. Those same people that rejected us are the same people that honor us today, that push us up today, that talk and praise about us throughout all the family in the Philippines today, that always say, that's my niece, and because I'm the go-to person, and they go to me, to ask for money, right? So guys, the same people that reject you, they'll respect you, right? So if you don't like rejection, fight your way to respect, right? And so, all it is, guys, is we have to admit it or not. But part of living and doing business is learning to deal with rejection, which is why our team needs to understand that you got to learn to love rejection. Because when faced with rejection, it is one's professional attitude and reactive approach, guys, that helps shape our success, guys. So you got to embrace the mindset that for every no or every rejection you get, you're one step closer to a yes. All a no is to me, when I first started, I told myself, Fly the Reyes, a no means not yet. Right? A no means you got to get better. A no means you need to strengthen your conviction. A no means you need to activate your persuasion power even more. It got me to be driven to get good. So take rejection as you are on track, right? And so all it is I realized somebody told me that it takes 10,000 hours. It takes 10,000 hours to really master your craft. And if you think about it, lawyers go to school for 10 or 12 years to just master their craft, because we're talking about saving people's lives health-wise, right? In Primerica, there's no difference, right? I always told myself in the beginning, it doesn't matter what type of appointment that I go to. As long as they're breathing and they have income, I'm going to them, right? Because I want to get so good. And I knew that by doing a lot that I would get good. So to me, and those that I train, I tell them whether they're interested or not, doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is you go through the system, right? You go through the process, you go through the journey. So it's the same thing, Team Fam, right? It takes 1,000 KTAs, I believe, in a short period of time. I did it in 9 months, guys, right? 9 months, right? Of 7 days of pure. And look, but the lady that does my nails, she hasn't seen her son for 3 years because he's in med school, guys. I mean, he's in med school, right? He's becoming a doctor. That's how crazy it is. She hasn't seen her own son. But look, nobody's saying, man, you don't love your family, right? They understand that he's becoming a doctor. The same thing with what we do, right? Is, we're developing a career where one day it's going to free you, that it's going to pay you, not just a 6-figure, but on track 7-figure income. It's going to totally change your quality of life. It'll never be the same again. That's how intense and how great of what we do is. People just don't understand in the beginning, right? And that is fine, right? Because we're not here to make people understand. We're here for us. It's a choice that we have made with our lives. And so hopefully, you guys, that has helped you guys as far as understanding that a rejection, all it is, it means that you got to get better, not yet. yet, strengthen your conviction and activate your persuasion power, and go do your 1,000 KTAs in the next 9 to 12 months, guys. And so as we continue our series, I'm so excited because, we talk about it all the time. You are who you surround yourself with. Birds of the same feather flock together. And we realize that we've been studying how successful people think. And we always hear this cliche like change your thinking and change your life, but people don't really study that. And, we get a chance this last 3 months to study that together. That successful people, they really cultivate a big picture thinking. Then they engage in focused thinking. They harness creative thinking. They employ realistic thinking. We've been studying how they utilize strategic thinking. And today we enter, right, how they explore possibility thinking. And guys, it says here that nothing is so embarrassing as watching someone do something that you said could not be done. I love that, right? People who embrace possibility thinking are capable of accomplishing tasks that seem impossible to most because they believe in solutions, guys. And so the first things first, as far as how successful people think, possibility thinking increases your possibilities. When you believe you can do something difficult and you succeed, many doors are open for you. This is absolutely true, guys. It's absolutely true. When George Lucas succeeded in making Star Wars, despite those who said the special effects he wanted hadn't ever been done, and couldn't be done, many other possibilities opened up to him. Industrial Light and Magic, ILM, the company he created to produce those impossible special effects, became a source of revenue to help underwrite his other projects. He was able to produce merchandising tie-ins to his movies, thus bringing in another revenue stream to fund his movie making. But his confidence in doing the difficult has also made a huge impact on other movie makers and a whole new generation of moviegoers. Pop culture writer Chris Southwick asserts, at first, directly through his own work, and then via the unparalleled influence of ILM, which is Industrial Light and Magic, George Lucas has dictated for 2 decades the essential broad notion of what is cinema. If you open yourself up to possibility thinking, you open yourself up to many other possibilities. And one of the things that I've learned in this business, just because it is a business of possibilities, it is a free enterprise system of unlimited possibilities, is just the amazing part. Because in corporate America, everything is rigid, right? And all I can tell you is if you're rigid, you don't open yourself up to all these possibilities, guys. And look, in today's world right now, at this specific time, there's so many possibilities of how we can do what we do. And most people still choose not to embrace, right, where we're at and the technology where we're at. And I know it's difficult. I know it's complicated. I know it's hard. I know it's a challenge. I know how you feel. I felt the exact same way for the past 3 weeks. And all I can tell you guys, it's not how we feel, because feelings are not facts. It's what we do with what we feel is so important, guys. And so let's go ahead and embrace this possibility thinking. I'm excited to continue this journey with you on our series talk, guys. And look, it's Tuesday, so let's have a power boost day today. Hopefully that shot of vitamin C this morning has helped you guys know how to become a master promoter of yourself. And let's make sure that we take rejection as fuel, as fire to what we want to get things done. Have a power boost day, power boost fam. Bye-bye, everybody.